Alrighty, what is up guys, Gaming Wizard here, and welcome to the first episode of me explaining stuff. I know, so fun. But basically, I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what Faction Wars is, or excuse me, Faction Rally. I call it Faction Wars. Here on this channel, we're going to call it Faction Wars, because it just rolls off the tongue easier. So basically what it is the three factions from Destiny 1 will be competing against each other for loot, since this is obviously a loot-based game. But for those of you who don't know, the three factions from Destiny 1 are Future War Cult, New Monarchy, and Dead Orbit. Basically, how this is going to work is, once you hit level 20, you can pledge yourself to one of these three factions, and basically then all you have to do is play any activity in the game, like public events, strikes, the Crucible, and those in turn will give you tokens that you turn into your respective faction leader, and basically that'll help you rank them up. And ranking them up is how you help your faction win. So let's say I am going to pledge myself to New Monarchy because they have some dope ass weapons, right? So basically, if I want my faction to win, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind the living crap out of this game to get as many rank up packages as I can so that my faction can win. I'll go ahead and flash on screen right now the start and end dates of this. So I think it's the 26th of September through the 3rd of October. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go over the gear that you get. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Dead Orbit. Now Dead Orbit, in my personal opinion, is the coolest looking faction just because of the color scheme, you know, like black and white and stuff. And as you can see, this is some of the armor that you can get from Dead Orbit. Now this is the loot table that you can be expecting from your rank up drop. So the weapons and the gear and the shaders. Now I don't want to spend too much time just talking about the stuff you can get from the factions, because that's just gonna be like when you get in the game and play it, then you'll just see what you get. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Future War Cult. Now if you want to look like an art accident, then this is definitely the faction for you. I have no idea who chose the color scheme for this, but it is not pretty. I'll just go ahead and flash the loot table on screen right now for you guys real quick, and then we're going to get into my favorite faction, which is New Monarchy. Now the reason I'm choosing to run with New Monarchy is because of the armor. Now the armor looks so cool, honestly, especially the one for the Titan, because I don't know, it looks really beefy and tanky. Like if I ran into that guy dressed like that in dark alleyway, I would not want to mess with him. Also, the color scheme is aesthetically pleasing, and you know, your boy's all about aesthetics. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the loot table. Now, as far as I was aware, somebody managed to get their hands on the scout rifle. Now, I don't know how they did it. I think it might have been like a glitch or something. I'll go ahead and leave a link to the video in the description so that you guys can see what it is. I saw that and I really wanted it because I'm a huge fan of scout rifles, and honestly, that's my favorite like weapon archetype in the game. Now, I did forget one important thing, and that is that each faction will be selling a powerful weapon. Whichever one wins will be selling their powerful weapon. So for Dead Orbit, they will be selling their scout rifle, which is uber sexy, and I hope they win because I really want that scout rifle. New Monarchy will be selling this Suro sidearm, and the only reason I say it's a Suro sidearm is because that means that it is full auto. And Future War Cult will be selling this pulse rifle, which is an Amalon. It'll probably end up being an energy weapon. I'm not sure. Now, one point about these is that I'm not entirely sure. I assume they will be legendary weapons because Bungie didn't actually say anything about them being exotics. Now, the faction that wins will be selling their weapon for 1,000 Glimmer to the people who pledge themselves to that faction. So let's say Dead Orbit wins. If you were pledged to Dead Orbit, then you would be able to buy that scout rifle for 1,000 Glimmer. But if you weren't, it'll still be available to you, but it'll be 50,000 Glimmer. The nice thing about this is that it's a per character thing as far as I'm aware. So if you have 3 characters, just go ahead and pledge yourself to all 3 factions and you get a guaranteed weapon out of it. Now, this is something that I've been wanting to see Bungie do for a really long time, even since Destiny 1, having a game-wide tournament where everyone in the entire community is fighting to get their faction ranked up the most so that they can get their weapons sold. I think this is going to be like an Iron Banner type thing where it comes back once a month. I hope it is because this sounds really fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. But anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. I think I covered everything. I hope I did. If I did it though, I will leave a link to the GameSpot website in the description so that you guys can read the article on this. I'll go ahead and leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay, and as always, until next time guys.
Zone B lost. Zone C captured. You have advanced. 3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours. Zone B captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost. Together as one. I love it. 1 minute. You have this. Finish them. "30 seconds remain. Finish them."